Hello, welcome to this crowdfunder. My name is Naomi Moon. I am a Black British dance artist, writer and curator and producer living in Berlin. I am raising funds because thanks to the Hockey Multi-Charity, I am now able to appeal to High Court for my emergency relief grant as a funded New Zealand artist who was touring New Zealand and under an asylum visa, touring a play about the Windrush political scandal, which also was connected to a 30-year business plan and a theatre refurbishment, which was actually refused right of appeal and funding completion in 2022, and due to the march in November 2024 of human rights has been reopened, and I have now been advised to appeal to tour with tour funding, which is potentially up to 100 times what it originally was, and with a minimum of at least 10 times the funding that should have been given returned to me, which makes the return to New Zealand worthwhile, and also the right to stay, which as an artist who was left in a very vulnerable situation, but also the actual rights of staying were not honoured by the British legal system, and in Germany the protections of diversity artists, whether they're female or whether they're global majority, have not been written into the constitution since 2022. And in this new government era is really vital because in actual fact European law, which should have protected artists like myself who had lost British nationality rights due to Britain leaving Europe and not really acknowledging the effects of policy on black artists whose files were lost and was affecting their funding and tour funding, and diversity of black arts in Britain have not had those rights protected in Europe either, or in Germany, which means that we face the same problems in terms of employment law, in terms of education in Germany that we face in Britain. And so for me, the best thing is to return to New Zealand, to tour and to live, where due to this march and the reconstitution of agreement between Britain and New Zealand, and those artists and people written into that constitution in terms of employment law can work, and that has effects for me as an artist worldwide. I hope people will support this. My aim is to raise 5,000 euros, which will cover my return flight to New Zealand and my potential case fee of $1,700 if I need to cover that, and living for 3 months while I await the outcome of my trial. This is very important for me and for other artists because it not only protects New Zealand employment law, arts funding in New Zealand, but it also protects arts funding and legislation worldwide, and it will have repercussions on European artists and British artists, so and those in all fields, because some of us choose to be artists, but we need to be able to work in any field, and these employment laws and rights of global majority European and third country citizens, including British Commonwealth citizens, affect us worldwide. So please help. Please share this appeal and give what you can. Some of us, like myself, to work in the arts is a path that we're following, and we have a right to complete that. And to create new spaces and preserve heritage for our arts practice and tell our stories and other people's stories. For me, New Zealand, this is a place where I am being welcome to do this, and I would really appreciate your support. You can support through PayPal, and please share this appeal widely. Thank you. Bye-bye.